with solid pick options to try and attack some of these side lanes. GAM have crazy team fighting. Like, rounding out with a Maokai, look at the amount of utility that they have in this composition. While their engages in
prompt, then Razork, after finishing Dragon, can go right down for another clear again. And it looks like should be Levi and GAM answering the grubbies.
Yep. So now the question for me comes from what does Razork choose to do now? He's getting a bit of information in the enemy jungle, but my instinct says he's going to look to dive, and that's exactly what he's going to go for. We talked about it earlier. Fnatic love to dive, and they're setting it for the play right now.
And look at the poke with the Ashe and the Kalista as well. You see how easy it is for Jun, even though
Humanoid
taking
as
a turret
well.
shot. As Humanoid looks to be walking down, he has the shockwave too, and the poke comes through. The heal forced down in the return, but Jun's caught out, but never mind. Razork gets the trade, but under turret, he's gone so deep, he's gonna die. It's just about where the trade can be found. Noah's out of turret range. A double goes over to Elio.
Look with his team once again to steal away the blue buff and look for another play.
Peekaboo. Wow, Elio, what a buffer of the arrow. Really nice timing of the twisted advance, but he's still not out of dodge. Wind becomes lightning as the damage, a sidestep from Razork. Beautiful from the Sonic Wave too.
They're
and
diving again.
Gets his just due for easy love. Now how easy he's gonna get? Not at all. Humanoid flashes away in the meantime, though, and Sonic Wave connects, but they re-engage onto Levi. The King Flash looked good, but Noah got a double. It's still Fnatic's bot all the time in this game.
Oh, Fnatic, bot lane focus. The camp is paying off so incredibly well. Razork here, not even done. He doesn't have smite, so it's a fair fight there with Emo, and Emo does end up getting it, but still, Fnatic completely wiped them out.
Find themselves 3 kills.
Yeah, actually, Fnatic really happy to see that one, because now...
Another play on top side. Look at Noah's damage. He just pops on up with Hail of Blades. He kites away. How easy was that? I mean, Noah was a bit invisible in the last series and do work.
They want to fight this.
Jun is here. GAM have committed 4 members to the top side, but Humanoid's here. Razork's here as well. But GAM Esports, this could backfire massively. Oscar zones out Emo, while now the fear beyond death for Kiai starts it off, but it gets no fear for anyone in Fnatic.
The support should overall be happier with that exchange.
Yeah, they're going to clean up the grubs in the aftermath as well. The gold lead speaks for itself. Levi poking around up there. Actually, Kiai goes for it too. Look at the mini-map.
Arrow comes through. Remember, Shockwave wasn't used in that exchange. Look for it, look for it, look for it. Here it comes. Onto Elio. There's damage there with the Ashe as well. Dissonance forces the flash. While meanwhile, after the grubs were taken, we look towards the top side. For GAM, their top lane is caught out. This time, Kiai will be able to flash away, but it's matched nicely. Fnatic are running this.
Meet them in the mud because they love to play in the mud.
They love them.
And they're leveraging that here for a very strong mid game. GAM are going to be able to pick up like the consolation prize, the dragon on the bomb side of the map. But Fnatic very happy with that topside victory.
But I mean,
it's a little bit dicey to stay down there, but Jun has his back. Jun is heading from lane.
Dive, Shockwave going to be used, though. It's only a one-man. Humanoid not going to get much value as Emo takes it up for the time being and transition well. Jun's now here by himself, isolated, tries to kite through the minion wave as Noah uses the Q to get in range. The Weaver's Wall gets him as well with the Fate's Call and the turn. Noah setting him up. Jun goes and spawns halfway through a wall, but the arrow to follow through almost connects as Noah is feeling himself. Emo on the other side, but Jun is ready to catch him. The bot lane of Fnatic are alive and well.
Oh, they certainly are. Let's see about Razork, though.
How did he get here? Razork also feeling himself.
A very rich Superman as well.
That's his cape.
Yeah.
Fluttering out full level as we get another little bit of damage.
Arrow has to come out. Jun was a bit far forward. Emo still has kill threat here, but decides not to overtake. And Dragon's still going to be taken all the same. Well, as you mentioned, that top side looking good for GAM, especially with this push into the inner turret with Levi covering as well.
Yeah, Kiai.
Look at him making a beeline towards the mid lane. Oscar's been brought down to Fnatic, recognize the spikes that are being hit, and now
they don't want to, risk everything on one of these like mini objectives. It's got to be one of those big game-breaking ones, and you can just starve out all of vision leading up to the dragon as well for this fight. So 2 minutes on the clock still.
Maybe just a siege for the time being. Levi gets poked on the side as well, but the siege continues. This time works out well. Weaver's Wall zones them off, though. The Shockwave brings in 3 off the edge, and Razork flushes in for the Crescent Guard. They've done the damage for Fnatic. Need the kills. Razork absorbing it all, and his fear becomes death. Eventually, Oscarin joins in too. Levi got to the backside, but he can't finish the job either. A couple of whiffs, a couple of movements, but Fnatic still remain on top as Easy Love is game. But Ocean Soul's coming up. Arrow's going to come through, and that speeds things up again. Razork from an angle, Oscar running forward. Again, the Crescent Guard good, sends Elio into the rest of the team, and the damage is too much. Now, finally, Fnatic continuing to switch on, exposing GAM from coming out from their safety net. Eventually, Fnatic are going to move this Dragon, and GAM are at a disadvantage again.
That was a sick knockback.
Kiai with the shockwave creates another Razork for the knock-up. Sterak's Gage saves his life, but into Humanoid at full HP. Fear Beyond Death does nada. Easy Love and Emo running for the
on this one, and even though he'll have his Unleashed Teleport when he gets back up, you know, Dragon Soul's already picked up there by Fnatic. They're feeling...
Now that it's continued to evaporate as we see an arrow follow through, it's GAM's chances. They're going to move against match point as Elio is caught on out. The next grass comes through, but Razork again absorbing damage.
And Humanoid, their responsibility is keeping him out of the pit.
Tiaya needs a Fear Beyond Death, beyond God. Sonic Wave, Humanoid goes golden, you got counted! Levo trying to run in, but he won't get a kick anymore! The Zhonya's from Humanoid, exceptional. And as is Fnatic's performance opening up this series.
Mission accomplished. Levi denied access to the pit. Oscar, though, in a bit of danger here.
He's with the boys. The arrow comes through. He's got a helping hand. He's taken on the world. The turret will go down, but Fear Beyond Death needs a little bit more. He's got the Ocean Soul, but hang on. Fear finally comes through. Kiaya doesn't get anyone with it, though. He ends up getting traded off. So Baron away from one member, but as GAM, you're grasping at straws. You're grasping at whatever Fnatic have to offer at this point in the game.
GAM are being herded right now. Emo is trying to escape, but it will not be enough. Jun. Oh, he's found him.
Okay, Easy Love, all right, find something here onto Jun. Wait, Fate's call, that's unfair. And at 31 minutes, at 20 kills, Fnatic still clean house.
Yeah, look at Humanoid. He was already beelining it straight down mid lane. He finishes up with that turret with the thanks to the help of the Baron.
Played around to give him that confidence and to set him up for success, and he is delivering for Fnatic right now.
I mean, they are a strong bot side, let's be real, with Jun as well coming into the roster. It's been such a great addition for Fnatic to play through, especially with how they sync up with mid-jungle. It's been great to watch, especially in this first game, opening up the series for Fnatic. They don't want to let the West down today. It's already been a harsh day.
Oh, okay.
Train though, next one leaves in about 5 seconds. There we go. As he runs into Central, he realizes, hang on, do I have to get a change here? Wait, onto Humanoid, it might be a setup though, but Oscar Rinnan's the one that gets flipped. No chance at all, the shockwave comes through. Even with the shove, even with the damage, the arrow follows suit, and Oscar gives the setup over to the rest of Fnatic. From the start, this has been their game to lose, and they haven't lost sight of it. Yes, things got slow, but still at the end, there's no one-shot. This team's shown up massive, and GAM may have had the element of surprise against Loud, but opening up the series here today, Fnatic on a whirlwind of emotion, thanks to the West from before, open up with a bang to this qualifying series.
And Fnatic with a controlled win here. Very.
The crucial thing about this is it's very heavily invested in a powerful early game, which leverages the fact that Xin and Ari have great skirmishing. You have a pushing bot lane 2 versus 2. Right now, they're just, as Kobe was talking about, they're completely isolating this bot lane. They're looking to dive them at level 1.
Still only level 1, so the wave clear not going to be there under turret. Levi setting it up again. The fear's down, and first blood, it's going to be traded, but Easy Love gets on out now.
Flash, so step 1 accomplished. Humanoid working towards level 6 will be the next go-to button as Noah.
Great trade. Actually, they're doing it themselves. Flashes forward, double, auto, Easy Love burning, and down he goes.
Wasn't. Secures Fnatic a kill. Now, Oscar Rinnan is the one in danger. Only level 5, can he get 6?
Oh, he needs to clear this wave super fast. Searing charge, but no chance, he burns down.
Try and force this fight. So instead, we're going to try and use our mid-pressure to contest who we expect Levi to be starting on the Grubs. Noticing that Levi isn't here, that means that he must have gone back to base, opening a window for Razork to secure it. And this is just a good example of Razork having a great awareness of what he can and can't do on the map, and respecting the fact that, hey, my AD carry's not in a position to assist me, so instead let's try and make life difficult for the enemy giant. With the level 6, still has that advantage, and now GAM are looking to fight this.
I mean, this is going to collapse, isn't it? Jun might be caught out. There's the paranoia. He runs in onto the Nami under turret. Finishes job, if only just thanks to that.
Pretty quickly here for GAM,
I don't think they can stop this, but they can be annoying. A Fnatic, well, it's a Fnatic classic, the stacked wave, but also they look for a potential play. They do get the flash out from Kiaya. The problem...
No equalizer available as Humanoid pushes in and tries to threaten. There's Spirit Rush as well. Malignance comes into clutch as well, and Kiaya just sapping damage. The culling follows through as well. Aqua Prison, fantastic from Jun.
Towards Oscarin, but that was kind of surgical, you know? They're like, you know what? You're going for Dragon for sure. We send 4 people up top side. We will answer it with the Herald plus the bonus skill on the Kiaya. As you mentioned critically, you know, that cooldown for the ultimate wasn't there for Kiaya for the Rumble to safely clear the wave. And so Fnatic do a good job there forcing on it.
Still, though, I think GAM aren't too upset about it. They've gotten their second dragon of the game. They've secured the mid tower as well. Fnatic at best.
And now it's up to Fnatic to push the tempo with mid jungle or maybe bot side as well. The flash from Levi, the full-on play is just there. Jun caught out the equalizer, great as well. It's a good charm, but no one just stands and fights. He's gonna die. It's a shutdown over to Easy Love.
That's the thing, the window shopping.
Flash or charm? Which one, which order? Okay, Orb Deception, charm flashed away from, okay, Emo gets a win, but there's the shockwave in return. Humanoid still dies. Stand and deliver. Emo does exactly that. There's a trade, Jun steals the kill, but man, that's...
GAM are just setting themselves up for success.
I mean, Fnatic are going to try. They're losing control of this game super quick. It's called the Forge God comes out. Easy loves the next target. They find him. He flashes over, but still dies. Shutdown return. Humanoid now looking for the chase onto Elio, and Oscar in is a great position to knock him up. The Bellows Breath. He gets clapped, and Humanoid will find this as well. 2 quick kills.
They are a violent team. And so when presented with an opportunity for violence, they will take it. And as we see that, they're looking at the mid lane tower now.
Wait, Shockwave uses the nuke, it's the submarine! Levi gets on the back line and it's a shutdown again. We transfer hands as GAM start getting messy with it, and Kiaya burns them down. The chase is there, and Jun has to get out.
GAM are an even more violent team. They take the fight, but Humanoid, he joins. Can he charm from the brush?
Searing charge out, but out of mana is Oscar and Kiai feel fine, but the Acro Prison is beautiful. Humanoid needs an Orb of Deception. Doesn't find it. Razork is spotted out. GAM moves the 5-man unit, trying to contest this dragon. All right, Razork starting it off. I was expecting no engagement again. It is Fnatic. Double knockup, bounce house there. Culling as well takes out Kiaya. Shockwave's good, but the fight has already ended.
Over, and Fnatic will put a stop to the dragon stacking of GAM.
Arguably the biggest weakness of GAM's composition is it's difficult for them
to... They are definitely still able to nuke one target, depending on what happens. Culling starts it off. Easy Love took it all. Ilio interrupted, and he's caught out. What a pick! What a pick! Fnatic setting up on Easy Love, and Oscar and Zolt sets up another.
Example of exactly how you're supposed to use it. Mid lane control. Easy Love and Elio, they step up too far, they get cullinged, and now the Baron is on the cards for Fnatic.
But there's big ultis here, so they go in instead. Shockwave hits 2 members, and for Fnatic, still finding the damage. Levi turns the lights off, but he jumps on a target that can jump away. Noah picks up that kill, and just like that, the smite is removed. Fnatic are back in this game in a firm way. It was 2, it was Fro, it was back and forth. Kiaya's ulti down and out. He burns down Noah, but the charm comes through from Humanoid. He goes golden for the time being. He flashes, he takes down Noah. The shutdown good, in fact, that's the Baron damage. Kiaya on the top side trying to survive. He buys more time, Oscar and finds him, but Elio gets the engage. There's an Orianna behind him. Easy Love's back up alive. They stop the Baron.
Yeah, they're looking for more.
Dredge Line kicks us off. Easy Love's damage is huge, but a double knockup. Oscar in set up, and that might be everything. Tidal wave down the line as well. Through River. Fnatic just do it again.
Humanoid with the charm flash on
the Forge God. A team fighting ulti for Fnatic's also down. This can be done as they all engage, so Levi's ult. It's submarine time again. They nuke the backline of Fnatic. They don't know what hit them. Levi's Nocturne does it better.
It's GAM time, but they're still fighting. Emo, he goes down as well.
Razork's trying, but at the very least, all their damage is still down. Easy Love's cleaning out with Kiaya, burning up the backside.
Barry is going to get another item on the reset. GAM looking so...
For the submarine from the Beatles. Emo and Levi starting up a boy band. Dragon at 6k, call the Forge God. Levi's ulti's there. He runs in. Shockwave's only a 1-man. It's onto Humanoid. They don't find the backline access, and Razork buys time. Noah jumps on in as well, and you say the re-engage is there. Razork knows he's going to die, has to go in, stops the play.
Performance against Fnatic.
Capital E for a reason. This is his game.
Highest value.
It stopped. It stopped. Humanoid matched it. It stopped, and Kiaya's almost dead. He has to get out of range, so if Humanoid stands and delivers, he will die. He spaces it out onto Kiaya. He gets the shutdown. 50
away from them. You can't afford to make these mistakes against Fnatic, but they have their eyes set on trying to cross-map in the mid lane.
He's got an upgrade. He's got more gold in his back pocket. Levi steps up. Calm knock up there. Wait for the culling coming through. It's unexpected, but still there's Kiaya's ulti's big. The shockwave comes in as well, but Noah flashes it. He's alive. Levi can't finish the job, and Noah sits in the turning circle as Humanoid walks on up, but GAM are low on their health bars. They try and turn for Oscarinen. It's Easy Love's turn to shine. Oscar flashes, the bubble stops, Dredge line too far forward. Humanoid charms as well, and Kiaya has to back away.
And the health bars, they're all so low, the flash!
Humanoid flashes, but he baits him, it's a ruse! Noah heads forward, gets the pick, flash again in the bubble. Jordan is so good, man! He gets a double for Noah. Stepping up, Easy Love has to back away. They're not stopping here.
Fnatic, they clutch it, and they're going for the victory!
Noah! Heading forward yet again, I dropped my cup, Fnatic.
We're forcing a 4v5. Razork was on the dragon. They should have a vision to try and catch GAM out.
Alio too far forward, maybe caught out himself. The call the Forge got there with the shockwave at the back line. Laid with Kia's ulti's big, but Humanoid buys time again. The culling runs through the middle. Oscarinen's already set up for the first kill, and Noah's still not dead. This Lucian needs to die. Look at his damage. Coming out again, the bottom lane of Fnatic are taking it all back. GAM found the early game. They stymied the mid game, but Fnatic holds strong in the late. At 36 minutes,
they're going to move away. They don't want to take the risk, and instead Fnatic will secure their ban.
GAM sent a lot at Humanoid.
Landing that combo, which the last two fights they haven't been able to do. Fnatic now, Baroned up, are looking to try and cement.
Through the ringer. GAM have made it hard. Somehow Fnatic are back in charge as Razork flashes forward. Call the Forge God finds Ori in the backside, and Emo's caught up as well, but they're diving a turret. Back on in is Levi, but he hits Razork. Not the optimal target. Running through to Kiaya, he's tagged out. Almost dies himself. Noah charging again. GAM are low. They have to retreat. The inhibitor is at bare minimum.
A massive three-man shockwave from Emo is not enough to turn the fight in GAM's favor. They don't lose any members, but they're still forced to retreat, and their base is left in tatters.
The front line difference is...
And you might not think that it means that much this late into the game, but you can see full item advantage. Fnatic looking for the fight.
And it's Razork as well. Humanoid flashes, but doesn't get the charming. Leo takes the damage. Shockwave again. Into the back line. GAM still have a chance. Jordan's dead. No Nami. Okay, no problem. Razork in the front line, though, still takes it out as the culling is doing work. Just when you think the Lucian's getting outscaled, you have to worry as Easy Love heading forward, but a double tap at Noah is relevant again. Humanoid about to go on in as a call the Forge God is a two-man. He runs forward and they just tap him. It's a love fight. It hurts as Noah flashes away and Easy Love tries to match it. He's got the GA. He's playing aggressively. Noah, what are you doing? He steps up. Humanoid next down as well. Big mistake from Fnatic. They run into the Zeri.
Zeri, they're going to get the Ocean Soul as well. Even with super minions flooding into the GAM base, they take over.
Easy Love makes it look easy as he runs through Fnatic and 4 members drop. Fnatic overforce the fight. GAM are still very much alive in this game, and the dragon is going to be secured. We look at the base, but I don't think GAM need to worry too much. They'll lose a tower, but with the soul secured, GAM can still win this game.
They kept people on the edge of their seats yesterday. They'll do it again today. Ocean Soul, as you said, forget that Nexus turret, it matters not. You've got one standing, like as well. If it goes long, Ocean Soul's there. Razork says no, stop here. Inhibitor turret drops on down. GAM are poked on out, but the minion wave is moving on in. Razork re-engages. There's a shockwave backline. Again running through it. This time Levi can't do it. Noah sits alive. The double knockup's there from Oscarinen, and they're doing it. Ocean Soul be damned. Fnatic bring it right on back. Their intuition reigns supreme. Fnatic keep going and going and going, and Oscar just doesn't die and die and die. Fnatic running forward, the Nexus exposed, and this is what you get if you keep hitting your face against the wall. You get to the main stage of MSI, taking down the VCS.
It's unfortunate we're not going to get to see them play any more games because these games are absolute bangers. What is this? I'm going to mess up the math. 48 kills in 43 minutes. What an entertaining match.
Peak Fnatic GAM game. I want to say
true.
It always goes like this, but I do want to double down on what you just said here, because from being supposedly the worst team we had entering MSI here into finding the cohesion that they did game after game after game, honestly, mad props to these players.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah. It was, and they were entertaining also doing so here. What is going to be... what do we want to see Fnatic progress on? Moving on here, though, because to me, they don't feel that different compared to the team that I've been used to seeing in the LEC, with the carelessness that they have sometimes.
I mean, fair enough. What I'd say their mid game was decidedly better than GAM. I mean, I don't think they're going to be favorites against Gen G or anything like that. Because,
Well, we'll see about that.
yeah.
No, sorry.
So by the way, they're going to play either Gen G or BLG, the number one seed from the LCK LPL. That's how the pooling's going to work in the draw show, which is what we're waiting for. I would say the things we'd want to see more from them are more the things we saw in their victory against TES. So I do like them skill checking early and often because they're actually really good mechanically. So Humanoid has ridiculous like in-fight mechanics in terms of his ability to sidestep and react, and I think a lot of these other teams that are superior to them are going to be willing to take the skill checks against Fnatic, and that's where they would have a chance, not necessarily have an edge.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and then the other thing that I would say for Fnatic specifically, which we saw from both GAM and Fnatic at different points in this very game that we just watched, is the overextensions, right? Because other teams, specifically LPL and LCK teams, I think one of the difference makers in their loss to TES was not just some of TES's macro understanding, but also Top Esports' understanding of like when to fight. And sometimes, again, TES also overextends sometimes, but when not to fight, a little bit more than Fnatic. I think they were really good at playing on the edge and finding those windows. And Fnatic, you saw more than a few times in this game, kind of overextend, overchase, which is something that they did in the LEC, or they would sometimes choose poor times to fight in terms of itemization. Yeah. I just like keep thinking back to that finals against G2 when they.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. They had a lot of winning positions in some of those games.
Enough about like what they should do better. What are we excited about, Fnatic?
I'm excited about June.
There we go.
I'm excited about June. This guy has been popping off left and right since the beginning of the tournament. And for me, he is the Oppo player of the series here, setting up Noah and the rest of the team.
He's so good.
He's so good. And especially in a meta like this where he can shine on engaged champions, which to me is the champions he's the best at.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the huge thing coming out of Fnatic is, to your point, Jat, they have some really mechanically gifted players.
Yeah.
June specifically. Obviously, he did super, super well on the Nami. I love him on supports where he can engage specifically. Even something like the Renata, which you wouldn't think of as an engaged champ. He was absolutely beasting on it the other day. So I think, obviously, well-deserved player of the series from June, but also super exciting to look at him going forward. I think Humanoid in particular is also a player that you really, really want to watch out for on this team. And that opposing teams will have to watch out for him and also his synergy with Razork.
Yeah, I don't have the exact numbers. I feel like Noah had like 27 or 28 kills in a two-game series, and we're like, June, he's going to win the player of the series. But I think because of the things that he was able to do, like that's why we're going to do it. I am curious. I think both of them were quite deserving, actually. But I do think that June is just kind of another level as sports go.
They all shine at their moments. And we have the master of the absolute cinema himself, Humanoid, joined by Dracos for the Verizon post-game interview. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Laura. I am joined by none other than the victorious Marek, Humanoid, Brazda. You did it. You stepped up where other regions might not have been able to based on the earlier games today. Obviously, mostly dominant 2-0. I was kind of sweating for the last 10, 15 minutes of that game. How did you feel about the series? Was this a good day for Fnatic, okay day for Fnatic, bad day for Fnatic? What did you think?
I think it was okay day. I think just the second game we got kind of caught off guard by the Nocturne Orianna combo. We didn't really play against that much, that much. So yeah, there were some issues in that game, but other than that, it was good.
Yeah, it felt like you were kind of stepping up and making a lot of aggressive moves. I remember one fight around the mid lane, Vedi called out in cast, like 4v5. You see the Nocturnes overstepped, Oscar hits the pillar, you're immediately in there. Did you feel like you guys had to play especially aggressive to stop the game from getting too hard with the Zeri on the enemy team?
I think in that game we should be the ones engaging first. Because I think if they engage first, they just one-shot one of our backline guys, and then we lose. So if we engage on their Nocturne or on their Nautilus, I think we should be able to win. So yeah, the plan was to just engage on them on mid-waves.
Yeah, definitely saw it pay off, especially in those last few engages. Overall, plans, supposed to be kind of once just a step on the way to the bracket stage. You guys have now finally made it. How do you feel about the progress that the team has made in between the end of LEC and now here coming into the bracket stage?
I feel really good, to be honest. I think we play a lot better than we played in LEC. I don't know why, but I feel like everyone is just having a lot of fun playing, just screaming. So yeah, everyone has a lot of confidence, and I think we are pretty good right now.
Yeah, I think it's, showing obviously on stage thus far. I'm excited to see what comes next. We're in a position where you're essentially coin flipping. We don't know the results of the draw yet, but it could be BLG, it could be Gen G. Do you have a preference on who you want to play? Do you think there's one that you're more stylistically suited to? What's your take?
I mean, after playing top esports, I feel like they were completely playable. So, and I think it was 3-2 in the LPL finals. So they are probably kind of even. So I think BLG should also be playable, right? So, and the Korean team looks kind of strong. So I would think that Gen G is better. So I would prefer BLG, I guess. But
basically, does it come down to you just don't want to play against Chovy in round one?
No. I want to play, but I think they are better. So I would save it for the finals, But yeah, I would like to play against him because I never played against him ever. So yeah.
Well, we'll have to see if you get the opportunity. Congrats again on the games today. So excited to see Fnatic in the bracket stage. That's going to do it here for us. We'll see if they're able to draw BLG like Humanoid wants, or if they end up with Gen G, and it's an early showing